Hello everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon The Series Gold and Silver episode talk. And also, apparently, this is the last one that goes up in the month of July. So, yeah, I thought I made a mention of it because I just uploaded like 5 of these. And turns out that this one actually ends July, so that's fun. Anyway, this is about Hoppip. So let's just get into it, shall we? So, as we are traveling, we see a bunch of different grass-type Pokemon. And then we see a Hoppip who gets taken away by the wind. But a woman named Mariah, not black, catches Hoppip. Also, that's a reference to Luke Cage, for anyone wondering. And apparently the Hoppip are hers because there are more Hoppip. And she's apparently a weather forecaster, and she's also training Hoppip. And she uses the Hoppip in her weather thing. Somehow, I actually forgot how, because in the middle of this episode, my keyboard decided to just ruin everything, and I don't know how. The settings got messed up, so I had a bit of a panic attack about that. But I fixed it, don't worry about it. So I don't remember how she uses the Hoppip, but I remember she used the Hoppip for her weather forecast. Anyway, afterwards, the Hoppip cluster together, and then she decides... Oh, wait, I think this is actually the one. She decides on what kind of wind it's going to be based on how many Hoppip cluster together. It's like, oh, it's a 2 on the Hoppip scale. So that, I guess that means she has 2 Hoppip. But also, there's just a weird Hoppip around. It's a weird Hoppip, doesn't really fly, stays to the ground, isn't really all that light. So then we clean it up a little bit, and it's an Oddish, shockingly enough. Who wants to be a Hoppip? Yes, indeed, we have one of them, but sadly enough, even though you want to be a Hoppip, you will never be a Hoppip. To be honest, you should just be proud to be an Oddish living amongst Hoppips. That's what you should be. Alright? Also, Team Rocket want the Hoppip. They don't necessarily have a good reason as to why, but eventually they're just like, yeah, we just want the Hoppip, so, they're gonna come in and steal the Hoppips with gigantic fans. And I'm talking about one of those, like, hand fans, but then, like, a bigger one. You know, that people use in order to cool down in the heat. But then they have, like, giant ones. However, when that doesn't work, they have an actual giant fan, an electric one this time, in order to blow them away. However, that also doesn't necessarily work when Chikorita beats up Arbok and Pikachu blows up the fan. And I do like how Big Ash is like, Pikachu, you were great. And then Chikorita just knocks him out of the way. And Ash's like, well, you were just as good. You were almost as good as Chikorita. You were just as great as Chikorita. And Chikorita's like, yeah, I was. God, this Pokemon, dude. How can you not love it? It's so full of personality. However, after Team Rocket are blown away, we have something else blowing in, and that is, well, apparently the Hoppip are all clustering together in a different way this time around, and it turns out that it is going to be for a tornado, boys. Yes, indeed, storm's coming. So then the tornado arrives, takes the house with it, and also the Hoppip and Oddish as well, and just abandons ship. You might even say that the tornado was sent by Team Rocket themselves. However, luckily enough, Oddish did not go far, and now we're gonna use the Oddish in order to be able to find the Hoppip. So the first one is in a tree, and Brock climbs the tree. The second one is in the river, and Brock goes into the river in order to save it. And the third one is flying high. Also, Team Rocket apparently, 4 Hoppip flew into their balloon, so that was easy. We now know where the other ones are. Team Rocket want the Hoppip. Misty sends out Staryu in order to destroy the balloon, and now we have to fight. So Ash sends out Heracross, but don't worry about it. Fighting isn't really gonna happen for that Heracross. Nice to see you, though. Love you, Heracross. I always have, and I always will. No, the one who's going to actually fight is Oddish. So Oddish gets hit by Victory Bell. I like how James like, Victory Bell's finally gonna get a win. But no, because I'm gonna headcanon this as Mega Kick because I'm me. Anyway, Oddish kicks both Arbok and Victory Bell away, and then Solar Beams in order to blast off Team Rocket. So that is nice. And Oddish, you may be an Oddish, but you shall hereby be also an honorary Hoppip. You will never be a real one, but you will be an honorary one. And that says, let's be honest here, that is as close to a Hoppip as you can be, and it's a big honor. So Oddish is very happy about that, and then afterwards the gang leave in order to continue on their journey. And I very much enjoyed this episode, actually, outside of, you know, the keyboard mess up. But I very much enjoyed it. I like the Oddish who wanted to be a Hoppip. Man, I have to cut out so much because I keep messing up the names. But yeah, I like that storyline of Oddish. Big fan of that one. So let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comment section down below. And with that being said, thank you all so very much for watching, and I do hope you guys have enjoyed. And if you did, please like button, subscribe if you're new, or if you're not already, turn notifications. Don't forget to check out the Let's Play channel, link in the description and at the end of the video. And let's start August with some superheroes. Bye!